name is LaFortune. I'm from Pasture, Wisconsin. I've only been doing poetry for about 8 months, maybe.
That's when you started writing?
June 2019 is when I started writing.
Wow. What got you into it?
Cujo.
Like what?
We've been friends, and over the past few years we've been getting closer, hanging out more. I went to like one poetry thing of his, spoken word night. I think that was, the first one was probably 2 years ago, but I worked so much I could only go, I think, the one time. So then eventually I started talking about quitting my second job so I'd have more free time, and one of the main reasons was so I could be a part of spoken word. So then I started going a few more times once I quit that job. I ended up going like three times in a course of a couple months, and then I'm like, I'm gonna try this. This seems pretty cool. There was this one, well, definitely Cujo, but other than that, like, it's pretty just local. You know, I go to spoken word. Like, I read, books to my kid. Like Shel Silverstein, he really loves him. And I remember as a kid, like, getting my first poem book. Actually, it's like weird to think about. Like, I never thought I'd do poetry ever, but I remember getting Falling Up, Shel Silverstein. Like, I remember getting that book and going through it and remembering flipping the pages of the ones I liked. Not really. No, I just really enjoy it. Yeah, I just sometimes sit down, go away in the notes, and I'm not feeling it, just set it down, go back to my thing, and maybe a few weeks later, I want to revisit this, just add to it here and there, and then something comes of it, like, all right, yeah, no, I'm ready. This will be good. Because some you can like finish and you sit on it, and you just think, yeah, I don't know, there's something about this, it's not ready. I can't present this, not this way. And then a few more times, you adjust it here and there. It could just be like two, 3 words, and it works. Well, a lot of it I feel is motion. Obviously, people are just letting off some pressure, letting off some steam, wanting to be heard. Then there's the ones that are just like super goofy, like no, you can't really make a connection to what they're trying to say, but you can kind of get a sense of what their mind's like and where they're going, and then they'll throw some like bit of knowledge in there. Like, I feel like no matter what kind of poem it is, you're gonna find something to take away from it, even if it's not like a style you're into or something you necessarily care about, but
that's something about it, some truth that speaks.
Yeah. I just say, even if you don't think you're into writing, give it a shot, because I never was. The last time I wrote a poem was probably 8th grade, and that was almost 20 years ago. So just go for it, don't be scared. One of my fears was actually public speaking, getting up in front and talking to people, and I just kind of told myself, why? Like, I needed to understand why I had that fear, and I wouldn't know what it was until I actually went and did it. So I just did it, and I realized it ain't no thing. Just now I look forward to it. Like, I still get nervous and I still get shaky a little bit, clam up, but you do it and you feel good afterwards. The first one's the one I wrote quite a while ago. I think it was like the second or third one I ever wrote. So probably back in like July 2019. It's called Truth and Healing. Healing can be quite revealing. Feelings of pain and searing nerves, analyzing your each and every word, just to see that it only makes it worse. What you don't realize is you're healing. Start peeling back the layers you hide beneath to reveal the true nature of your being. Then use the pain and transmute the energy. You'll begin to see the pain and misery were for a reason, not just a season, or your mood, or someone else's attitude. The universe is telling you what you need to do. Let it guide you. Follow the flow until happiness ensues. Although its guiding force is present, it's still your choice to take a second to manifest your ultimate desires, requiring you to do what inspires you, engaging your inner fire. And that's when you've reached another level, one that brings you to your mental tempo, where no one can touch you and no one can breach you. Now it's time for your subconscious to teach you, using all the memories from deep below to understand the pain that followed and the grief you swallowed and those feelings that left you hollow. Let it all go, for it no longer serves you. Let it all go, for it no longer deserves to take up space. And don't forget, only you control your thoughts. Your emotions come later as the chatter begins within your mind, where the outlet of information can lead to ecstasy or useless speculation. So use your mind to expand the kind of views you prescribe, then subscribe to more enlightening news as you choose to become a better version of yourself. This way, you eliminate all of your fears, avoid the tears, and take back all the years of frustration. Then look back at the situation and be grateful and thankful for the opportunity to exclusively be you. So the second one, I actually think I just finished this yesterday, but it's been like a 3-month process probably.
Sure.
This one's called Truth Hurts. I love you because I do. I don't need to explain it. It's unconditional no matter how you arrange it. But when you don't love yourself, it's hard to accept it. So you never leave your zone of comfort. That's just how you've kept it. Over many years, the cycle appears over and over again. The cycle of self-sabotage. The comforting notion of perpetually feeling less. So you find someone who has no respect for females, an alcoholic who doesn't bother to see the details. Even through all of the abuses, you're still making up excuses. Maybe it's you. Maybe you remembered the stories incorrectly. Maybe you're seeing the situation indirectly. Well, let me refresh your memory. Remember the time he threatened to fire you so your loan wouldn't be approved for your house? Is that the type of person you'd like as a spouse? One who doesn't think twice of the consequences, mainly because he lacks some of the most common senses. You have a child to protect and you try to do your best, but then come to empty threats. I know the truth hurts, but do yourself a favor and love yourself first. I'm LaFortune from Green Bay, Wisconsin, wishing you all a happy, happy Poetry Month.